All right, I hit the button. All righty, we will get started here in just a moment with the next live stream. Hopefully things will go smoothly. But if it starts,
oh, look at that.
If it starts going downhill, we're going to ignore the problem. Just keep going with it.
Well, yeah, you might as well. What the fuck else are we going to do? Damn it, I cussed.
That's all right.
Do you imagine how long it would take to edit a whole episode?
What do you mean edit a whole episode?
Like for fucks and shits?
Oh, modern technology, I could get that done real quick. I could get that done with a quickness. Where was I at? All right. Like I said, tonight we're doing a little something fun. It shouldn't be too that long of a episode, but it's fun. Most of our listeners will remember this. Oh, that's her screen name changed. Hello, Mother.
She's getting with the times.
I was like, I recognize part of it, and I recognize the picture. That's all that's important.
VY4TI is a cult.
Oh, there it is.
I can't confirm that suspicion, but cult.
I seriously doubt if my mother's in a cult.
That's what they do. They prey on the elderly. And before you know it, it's too late.
I seriously doubt my mother be running that shit before too long. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Should have the cult be the leader of the cult of really good pot roast.
That she could do. But tonight we ask a very important question. And that's what we're going to discuss. I'm not going to say it now. We're going to talk about 2012, the world ending, basically. So
I had a thought, but now I feel weird bringing it up when you're with your mom here.
That's all right.
Not about this.
Like you could say anything that could shock her. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, if it hasn't already happened.
Yes. So, but this is I don't want to say it's a fun title or fun topic, but you remember the time.
Yeah,
it was a big freaking deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just read about this calendar.
Well, we're gonna go
fingerprints of the gods.
We're gonna go a little deeper than you got to talk about the Mayan calendar. There's some other things going on. Yeah, my mom's even saying, "Go ahead and offend her. Go ahead."
Well, it's got to be part of the episode.
Okay,
because I find it to be hilarious. It was a thought I had driving home from work today, and it has to do with etymology. You know, the basis and origins of words.
Yes.
So I don't know how I came across. Oh, I was listening to a podcast by, fucking shout out to Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning. They'll never see that. They're like massively huge, but they took a phone call from one of their listeners.
Okay.
And she was like, "Hey guys, just wanted to do long time listener," all that shit. And she was talking about how when she got with her boyfriend was a really big fan of Good Mythical Morning, their YouTube channel.
Okay.
Which, as are millions of people.
I never heard of it, but
I told you about it. Oh. It's the one they put out a show like every morning, no politics, no news, nothing like that. It's just fucking entertainment and stupid.
Right. Okay.
I enjoy it. It's a great way to start your day instead of being like, what happened in fucking Iraq? But she called and she was talking about how when she met her boyfriend, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a really big fan of Rhett and Link too," and she admitted that their episodes or their videos and shit would play in the background sometimes when they had sex.
Nice.
And they went on a whole thing about that. They're like, I get that, but as long as nobody like turned around and looked at the screen and made eye contact with us, because fourth wall makes it feel awkward.
I guarantee you one thing.
Nobody's ever done that with our shit.
Nobody's ever had sex while listening to us.
No, not without stopping. What the fuck did the fat one say?
Well, that would be an instant boner killer. That would be the best. That'd be better than rubbers. That's better. We are the verbal version of the morning after pill. Let's be honest.
It's the equivalent of like imagining your great grandma like playing tetherball naked.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. No, but I don't know why.
I never met my great grandma. So
technically did, but I don't remember it.
I'm gonna go out on a
It's terrifying looking.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it would not be arousing.
Like, I'm not trying to, at least on my mom's side, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but man, the pictures I've seen of that lady, I'm sure she was a sweet woman. Terrifying. She looks like a character from a horror movie. She looks like an old lady that's like actually a demon. Like, my pretty. That's yeah. So anyway, I had this thought. And I don't know why I had this thought, but for some reason the word "cum" came into my head, and I was like,
C-O-M-E or C-U-M?
Actually, I looked it up. It's the same thing. They just, like, phonetically or like grammar wise and spelling wise, it just got changed with the pornography industry.
Oh, okay.
So it
changing the world.
It popped into my. That's how Blu-ray became a thing. It was between Blu-ray and something else, and the porn industry said that they preferred Blu-rays.
So we
ended up with Blu-rays instead of whatever other technology was on the table at the time.
Nice.
But so the word "cum" came into my head, and specifically, I was like, "Why? How? Where did this?" And I immediately thought, like, my first thought was like, it had to be from some dude in history, just like going at it, just, you know, slinging the pork sword and being like, "Here it comes!" Like,
that's pretty reasonable.
Which is
makes sense.
Shockingly and ironically, kind of, sort of how, like, the actual etymology of the word. Like, it's just like coming to orgasm or climax. So kind of, yeah. But I do like the idea of like a fat, like, European aristocrat, maybe Merriam-Webster. Maybe it was Merriam-Webster was plowing his wife and he's like, "Oh, here it comes." And then he's like, "Page 285. Write it up." I wonder if it's in the dictionary. I'm finding out right
Google
now.
that shit. I just wonder if the first response to that, when a guy during the throes of passion said, "I'm going to come," and the woman,
"Here I come,"
would say, "Where were you at?"
I don't know why that thought popped into my head, but then I was like, I'm surprised it hasn't before, because I used to get high back in the day in high school and shit.
Hold on a minute. What does that have I thought this was going to lead, you were thinking on the way home about the podcast, this topic. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, so it spelled as we're talking about is technically in the dictionary, but one form is a preposition combined with, also used as, or used to describe things with a dual nature or function, as in cumulative, combustion.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I don't think that's C-U-M, I think that's C-O-M, but
I don't.
or vulgar slang.
Vulgar slang.
Third person present, comes, past tense, came, past participle, cummed. It's a word, a cummed. I never thought that was actually a fucking. I didn't think cummed was an actual word.
This is why people hate us.
These are the thoughts, dude. I can't be the only fucking person that's had this thought. It's like I said, I used to like get really high and like legitimately be sitting there and be like, what if we never named grass? What if it was just normal everyday speech to be like, "Honey, how long's dinner gonna take? Because I need to cut the Flittledorf. It's getting a little high in the front. We got some crab Fiddledorf, and I need to spray it with some, I don't know, fucking preen." Oh.
Yep. Well, you ready to get this podcast started?
I guess now that it can only go downhill from here. We've already cummed.
We already cummed.
I can't believe cummed is a word. C-U-M-M-E-D. That, like, takes a word that's related with sex and makes it so unsexy. Like, I cummed. What'd you do last night, babe? I cummed.
I would think came would be a much better.
That's also one.
I think I would use that one.
Well, it's a past participle. Of
course, nobody's going to ask me that question. So,
what'd you do after dinner last night? No, watched some Netflix. Cummed. It's just normal Tuesday.
If I said that, they say, "Oh, you were by yourself again?" I said, "Yes."
You imagine reading that in like one of these novels that all the ladies read now, the smutty ones. He comed with the vigor and zeal of 1,000 nations.
Well, good news is we're getting this out of the way.
It was a legitimate thought. It took up, I'd say my drive home's like 14 minutes from work. It took up a solid 6 minutes of that. That's almost 50%. That's like 47.2%.
All right, let's get
If
into
you guys want to hear about some crazy shit, you come to the right place.
No, you didn't.
That we just had. That was the stupidest conversation to open with, but I had to get it off my chest. I had to get.
Oh, here we go.
I had to get that whole cum thing off my chest.
All right, let's go. December 21st, 2012. A day that will live in not so much infamy. The world was supposed to end. The Mayan calendar came to an end as most people woke up December 22nd and said, well, shit, I guess I got to pay the mortgage. So we're going to talk about the world ending in 2012, that it didn't end.
No.
But the question is, did it change? That's what we're going to talk about. So let's get this shit rolling. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the GITN Podcast, where we cover true crime, paranormal, and the world ending, like we are tonight. Did the world end, Travis?
It could have.
December 21st of 2012.
It could have.
How old were you?
Year.
How old were you then?
22.
22.
23. On December, by December 21st, I would have been 23 because my age goes with the year.
Yes. I had just turned 40.
Foudy.
And I remember distinctly where I was on December 20th, 2012.
We were at Walmart buying flashlights and batteries and bread and milk.
I was in Indiana.
Gross.
I believe it was a Friday.
Friday.
Don't quote me on that, but I believe the 21st was a Saturday. But at the time, I was dating a woman in Indiana, and I was driving to Indiana. And on my way there, it was a big, big ordeal. Everybody was talking about the world ending. They made movies about it, which was a shitty movie. John Cusack, you sucked.
I don't think I ever watched it.
Oh, I did.
End of world movies don't really do it for me.
It was horrible. But I was on my way to Indiana thinking, you know what? This could be my last night on this realm.
Was it named 2012?
What? Yeah, I think the name of the movie was 2012.
That's dumb as fuck. Did they put it out after 2012? I hope not.
No, I think it was before.
Imagine if they put it out 2016.
This was large and in charge, man.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it was.
It wasn't a Y2K, but
I would almost.
Because I mean, even my dad didn't. I don't want to say prepared for Y2K, but we definitely just had a flashlight just in case everything turned off.
I mean, it was a big, just like Y2K. It was a big nothing burger. But I remember I was driving to Indiana, going, "Fuck, I'm gonna die in Indiana. What kind of hell is this?"
Bear my ass up so you have somewhere to park your bike.
And so
that's not true. They don't have the hand-eye coordination to ride bikes in Indiana.
I woke up the next day. I was looked outside. I was like, well, fuck, I'm still alive and I'm still in Indiana. But did the world end? I don't know. I was like, well, I guess I better fucking pay my fucking car payment now.
Yeah. Did everything just reset and we just didn't know it?
I mean, that's the interesting part. And I think there's a lot of people that, and we'll get into this much deeper, something neither one of us has ever said.
Cummed
did it. Was it a reset? Did something shift? I think you can make an argument that post 2012, the world's gotten a little fucking batshit crazy. I don't think anybody can argue that.
You think if they told us that there was a guaranteed end of world event on a New Year's Day, that if you just turned off all of the timekeeping devices in your house, that it wouldn't matter?
I don't know.
if you alter your own reality so that time no longer exists, can it end?
I mean, a lot of people are saying that we jumped timelines. Our world ended, but we just rebooted.
The world, we've shit's been a little cray cray since then. I will say, like, little cray cray. I will say.
In this episode, there's a lot of factual shit that that's above me. Because we're going to talk about CERN. We're going to talk some physics.
Oh, okay.
We're going to talk about the Mayans. We're going to talk.
You're
about
ever so slightly come into a little bit of my realm ish shit like this.
This is going to be a lot of back and forth. We're going to say opinions and what we think, and because frankly,
dead.
If I start talking physics, it's going to get ugly.
It depends what level of physics.
But I think there is something to.
What do you mean doing math? You do math for all day
on a podcast. We look stupid doing math.
Without one of those fucking without the green visor and the calculator that.
But so this is going to be a lot of opinion. I don't want to say opinion. It's going to be an open forum, an open discussion.
Ow! I got a cramp.
Eat a banana.
Oh, did you know that when every time you eat a banana, you actually expose yourself to more radiation than you would if you were like just outside the safe zone of Chernobyl?
Well, it's a good thing.
I saw that on like Facebook or Instagram, so it's true.
It's a good thing I hate bananas and I do not eat bananas.
I love a good banana. It's my favorite shaped food.
Okay. All right.
I love working in the service industry too. When any female coworker brings a banana to work for some reason for a snack, and they're all intelligent enough that they break the banana off to eat it in front of customers, because you know how boys are.
Right. But there was, like we said earlier, there was a lot of this was kind of a big deal. People were talking about it. Mainly, if I recall correctly, there was a lot of talk about the Mayan calendar and the coincidence. Which, funny story, December 21st is also my daughter's birthday. I was
Was she born in 2012?
No, she was.
Damn, I was gonna say you got the Antichrist.
7 years old. That's kind of what I was like. Yeah, it makes sense now.
Like, did fucking
what?
You're driving to Indiana
5.
and it hits midnight and she's just fucking like, you look in the rear view and she's staring at you.
Yeah, my oldest daughter turned 5 in 2012. No. She turned 15. My bad. She was born in 97. 2007, 10, add 5 is 15. See, do math.
Yes.
See, this is why I'm not going to speak physics.
Big Shack, 2 + 2 is 4,
15.
minus 1, that's 3 quick maths.
And I was like, yeah, makes sense. It's all coming to the picture.
It all comes.
I guess I should.
It all comes together.
You didn't buy her birthday card. Because I thought the world was going to come to an end.
There's no point. Your birthday doesn't matter this year because nothing matters.
No.
You just go full nihilism.
But people were really into this. I would almost argue maybe just as much as Y2K. But it was more. I should know. I
but
guess not.
I think no, because Y2K was so much more plausible.
Factual. I mean, yeah, there was a legitimate concern of we didn't know what was going to happen when
I know, and now we've just got worse and worse of technology, and nobody even thinks about it. I'm like, dude, this shit really could happen now. We got weapons that would literally do that.
Yes, but so what's the big deal? And people were talking about it. Like I said, there was movies. But it really, where this crossed the line, or I don't want to say crossed the line, where this jumped the shark, you might add, the conspiracy crowd took it over.
Yeah.
And it's only been growing ever since.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Because things, like you said, things do have felt off a little bit.
Things have gotten weird in the last 14 years.
I mean,
God, that was 14 years ago. That's crazy.
But the question was, was it going to be a disaster, like a meteor striking the earth,
or was it just going to be like somebody flipped the switch and everything just
or
preferably that,
or a massive volcano to wipe
a
us
mega
out.
volcano,
Yeah,
like
or like
Yellowstone
Yellowstone
went
going
off.
off or whatever.
I would prefer that just. This might sound. Some people might disagree with me. If it's gonna happen, just turn the lights out.
But I always
Just have everybody just.
I personally, during the time, if I think back of what I was thinking about it, or when I was thinking about it,
You were probably just like me. You were
I was
probably
like,
sitting there, you're like, this
I
is
don't-
fucking stupid. That's not
no,
gonna
I
do
was
this.
like, I don't think it will be a, end of the world scenario, but I could see something happening, like maybe an asteroid or something, a solar flare, take out the
yeah,
grid to where maybe it knock us back
to the
to the
Stone
dark
Age,
ages. I could see that happening, but to just go
Bronze
to bed,
Age, maybe.
if you go to bed at 11:50 on the 20th, I was 95% sure I was going to wake up the next day, and it was
Yeah,
still,
yeah. I've never gone to sleep on any New Year's Eve and been like, something's gonna happen. But
No.
I don't even think I was up for New Year's this year. I did because I didn't even realize it was. I didn't even.
I
like,
missed. I
looked at my phone. It was like 12:02. I was like, oh, okay,
And then you
shit.
came out and said, "Hey," it's me. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was watching something else.
Yeah, we were both just brain rotting away. Oh,
What?
real quick, this is a quick one. You remember when I went on that rant about having 2 days in a row where somebody was fucking off on the road on my way home,
Oh yes,
like blocking the street that's right, like the
right
street
yes.
right there. I didn't say it in the last episode. The day after that, it happened again.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember what it was. It didn't enrage me as much. I just kind of laughed.
Huh.
And then actually it happened again recently. Fucking Amazon driver.
Oh,
And then
that
somebody rear-ended somebody going over the train tracks before I got to Chipotle.
bastard.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I was like, oh, that's a piece of a taillight.
Huh. It happens.
Don't yell at me. He's just staring at me.
But since 2012, people have described maybe things have been off. There's been a sense of friction,
Donald Trump's
in
been
the world.
president twice.
and I would say from 2000, I would say the 2016, things have been a little off.
Well, yeah, Donald Trump's been president twice, and that's not me being like a liberal or anything. Like, if you would have asked 2012 us what we thought about Donald Trump being president one day, we'd be like, the fucking apprentice guy? There's no way.
I think 2006, like I said, 2016, things have, from 2012 to 2015, didn't really seem off to me that much. I don't remember being off that much.
I know I was in a relationship that was about, well, and then I wasn't.
2016 is where things with and I honestly believe the Trump, we're not going to get political here. Doesn't matter what we think or what you think. It doesn't care. It's irrelevant to us.
Nobody gives a care.
But it's almost like Trump's election threw a monkey wrench into the engine. Somebody put a little salt water in the fucking gas tank.
Somebody fucking
And it
Foo Fightered it.
and the whatever you want to call it, the base or the government, the powers that be, never saw this happening. There ain't, because everybody. I did not think Trump could win.
I was flabbergasted. Like, I was like, that's literally what I thought. I was like, the reality TV playboy billionaire dude, that's our presidential candidate.
I mean, my exact thought was he couldn't do worse than any of the other motherfuckers. But, I was like, there ain't no way they're going to vote him in. And when it happened, I was like,
Twice.
Oh, shit.
Look at that.
Huh.
Yeah. It's like when a product that you buy from As Seen on TV works. You're like, oh shit, look at that. Yeah.
But with every election,
Lay down, you weirdo. He's just like laying his head on the gate and staring at me.
but I think with every election, you get those that are for and those that are against. Now,
Yeah.
what I noticed in 2016, those that were against, you thought the sky was falling.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's been that way ever since.
Yep. We're very, very divided.
So I would say the marker is more 2016. Maybe it just took 3 to 4 years for the end of world scenario or the changes that happened on December 21st, 2012 to kick in.
I was gonna say perhaps 2012 was just like a deadline or a kicking off point. It was the starting gun of the race
Or
to the end.
I don't know. Somebody might know this, but we all know what provoked Trump to run for president. It was Obama at that one dinner.
Oh, because he's black.
No, they were joking around, and Obama made the comment to Trump, "Well, I'm something you'll never be, president."
That's so stupid.
And he said, "Hold my fucking beer." And the motherfucker pulled it off.
That's so ridiculous.
When did Obama say that, though? Was that 2012?
Was that December 21st, 2012
Maybe.
at 11:59:59?
We will Google that shit after this.
He's threatening Trevor Noah.
Well, Trevor Noah.
Because he made the Epstein joke on the Grammys. He did like one.
Trevor Noah is kind of a douche. I'm not a big fan of him, but
yeah, but just for that, you're gonna threaten fucking legal action against him? Shut up.
What was his joke?
I don't even know. I just knew that he hosted them, and I saw somewhere that he was potentially in legal trouble with Trump.
Trump ain't gonna do shit.
He is Sue happy.
Well, that is society today. Everybody's so happy. But
there's a Christian camp system that had a convicted pedophile in their ranks that's threatening to sue Sean Ryan right now for talking about it.
The organization or
Yeah.
the pedophile?
The organization, the pedophiler that confirmed is in prison, I think, for life.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, they're threatening legal action against him. I'm like, fuck off. Like, just take the L. Like,
well, I mean, as long as did they correct the problem when they realized there was a problem?
They settled out of court and had all the victims sign NDAs.
Oh, so he said touchy stuff while a member. He wasn't.
No, this was multiple. Oh, the person who did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like a high position at one of these like camps. They were like Christian like summer camp type shits.
Oh, okay. I mean, let's be honest though.
It's just still though, like,
has anybody ever the Catholic Church doesn't get much bigger than.
I don't think it. I think it's Christian.
Well, right, but
it's, a little. It's slightly more shocking.
Not really,
depending on the denomination. But yeah, they threatened to sue him. He put out a video yesterday, and he was like, "No, I'm not taking anything down. I'm not backing down. If you want to sue me, my lawyers are ready." And then he just posted today a little quick video talking about it, and posted the whole letter that his.
Lamont answered the question. 2011 was when Obama posted that or made that joke.
So that's when they started the timeline.
So,
yeah, today he posted the whole response letter that his legal team sent back to them. It was all fucking. I love letters from law firms. They're so, especially like in a situation like that when you have that much money on the line and who you're talking about and shit.
Yeah.
They're so great. It's all legal jargon, like fucking facts about the law and what was said and all this other shit. And then at the end, it's like, Vigilance Elite LLC and Mr. Ryan decline your offer. And if you continue to threaten legal, ramifications, we are more than happy to pursue them. And then at the very, it says, "Very truly yours." It's signed by his attorney. I'm like, dude, fuck, like, big dick moves. That's big dick energy to be like this, and in polite people terms, going, "Fuck you, we're not doing it."
I mean, I don't blame either party.
Wait, what?
No, I mean either side of that coin.
Oh yeah,
I don't blame.
Well, because they're trying to say that he's defaming them with untrue statements when. They address that in the letter. His law firm is like, even if this number or whatever he said is wrong, that still falls within, what's the word? Something rhetorical, something. So it still falls in the state in which he resides. It still falls within a rhetorical, something law. So like. They're just kind of picking them apart, and they're like, dude, just accept it. But the same thing, that's what always fucking happens, though. Roblox fucking banned the group of dudes that was hacking the profiles of dudes that were trying to like talk shit, like say nasty things to little kids on Roblox and shit.
Right. Well, like in that scenario that with the Sean Ryan situation, I don't fault either side or the what's the what organization was it?
I can tell you the name.
Well,
of it.
anyway, that organization, as long as and let me preface this by saying, as long as when they realized there was an issue, or this person did said things, or I would assume since he's in jail, he was found guilty of doing said crimes.
See, that's what I'm saying. I haven't listened to it, so I don't know, because I believe he was talking to the sister of somebody that was in that program.
As long as they took the appropriate action, I don't feel you can blame, like for say this podcast, you go around beating dogs tomorrow. You get caught beating dogs tomorrow. As long as I take the appropriate action once I find out said information and not do what the old Vatican did, is just brush it under the rug kind of thing and move them around. I mean, as long as you took the appropriate action, I think I can't blame you for somebody under you doing something criminal.
Yeah.
Now,
it's Canna Cook
no,
Ministries.
we don't need a letter. As long as they took the appropriate action.
But no, I do.
Cool.
This is what I loved about it. After reading the letter, it says your client's demand for retraction and apology is rejected. Mr. Ryan's statement is substantially true. Concerns matter. Blah 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 blah. And then it says, should blank choose to file suit, we will defend vigorously and look forward to full discovery into the scope of the abuse at insert name of this place.
Well,
I was like, God damn.
Nice. But, anyway, getting back
even for a big company, I feel like you get a letter like that, you're going to be like, it's not even you're not worth it. Come on, bros. Let's go get some Buzzballs and Four Locos. Let's get out of here.
Here's the thing let's get back to 2012 before we get ourselves in trouble, even more than we normally are. Because, people don't like it when we just go off the handle and talk shit.
It's totally relevant.
But
It's totally related.
Say, like what we were talking about before, the world does seem a little funky since I think it was 2016 was very noticeable, or the post 2016. Then 2020. The world's been going to hell in a handbasket, or the system feels clumsy, kind of. It's almost like we're in a car with bad gas.
To the point that like the people themselves are falling apart. And
basically, in a lot of this stuff, conversations escalate fast.
Yeah.
There's no
middle ground anymore. There's no humanity at the bottom of any of these conversations. And I say that coming from somebody who I can talk about shit like that with almost anybody. Yeah. And I have no problem, because I'm not like, what, we don't see eye to eye. Cool. Whatever. Like, you still want to like fucking go bowling on Friday? Like, who gives a fuck?
I mean,
it's just like saying like, oh, I like steak on my Chipotle burrito. You like chicken. Fuck you, chicken boy. Like, it's not that deep. It's literally almost as important to you on a day-to-day basis as your Chipotle protein choice.
Yeah. And this all could just be how we view things. And I think we are in a completely different world than what we were in 2010. Social media really has
ruined everything,
ramped up, and moments feel much stranger now.
Moments feel like days. Days feel like millennia.
The old adage, making a mountain out of a molehill.
Everything has to be a big deal.
Right. And everything is news, tragedy, outrage. It all blurs together.
Yeah.
And then the next day,
there's a new one.
There's something else. Something else. Nothing sits and waits. Just, I hate to say
nothing ruminates.
I hate to be like the old guy, but I am. I remember back before social media, when people got their the news cycle wasn't 24 hours.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock, you watch the news to find out what the fuck's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And you had 24 hours to fucking think about it.
Right.
Now you got about 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, with the exception of like anything local, or anything super crazy happening overnight. Because then you get the morning news and they're like, there's a crash on I-75. Or they're like, Palestine again. Right. Here we go.
You know, it almost seems like we've lost the world since 2012 has lost. We're like a ship on the ocean. We lost our anchor. Now we're just fucking going with the wave.
Tossed around.
Yeah, and it's, you know, some of us are getting fucking seasick.
I've been seasick.
You know, it seems like multiple narratives exist at once, even when they completely contradict themselves. It's a, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's coming from somebody like I can vouch for that because I contradict myself semi-often.
Right. I mean, this is a perfect example. A lot of people feel this way. Is like the world changed, and we're like, if this was a simulation, it's almost like the upgrade. Mm-hmm. You know how some
like they put out Life OS 26 and we're just waiting on 26.1 to fix the bugs.
It's almost like iOS fucking put out an update and they caused more it didn't fix the problem.
Which has happened.
You know, it's like whoever rebooted the system and did the upgrade,
fucked it up a little bit
and didn't get it quite right.
They missed a 0
and
or a 1
yet
somewhere.
To fucking get the fucking correction.
Yeah. And I kind of feel that way. Like, excuse me. Do I think it's because of the 2012 thing? Excuse me. Really? No. But like with the explosion of social media and it's social media. It really is. I think like I've said for years, like don't get me wrong, I'm on social media, we're on social media right now, but like it got to a point probably somewhere around this to where it just got so heavy and so deep and people started caring about it so much that it's just fucked everything up.
Yeah, I didn't get into social media till about 2009.
I mean, I had like Facebook and shit when I was in like high school, but like you weren't doing shit like you do now where people are like legitimately going out there and like gaining followings, even whether they're right, wrong, indifferent, or their thought process is totally fucked.
Well, here's exactly how I got on Facebook. Facebook was my first introduction into...
You didn't have a MySpace?
No, never had no MySpace. My daughter...
AOL Instant Messenger?
Oh, I had AOL Instant.
Everybody, I think you automatically had it if you got AOL, which everybody had AOL at one point.
I still know my AOL fucking email.
I don't. Was there?
I don't remember.
There was a point where like there was not another option for the internet, as far as I know.
You had to get a little fucking.
You had to go get a disc. Yep.
Put it in your fucking computer.
Prepaid computer.
But the only reason I got on Facebook, like I said, it was my introduction, was because my oldest daughter. This was like 2008. I want to say roughly. Wanted a Facebook account. She wanted to get on Facebook. So as any good parent would, I said, okay, slow your roll, sister. Let me look at it first. So I got it open, got a profile.
Yeah.
Kind of did a little search. Said, okay, you can get into it. And that was fucking it. Next
well,
thing
I mean, because
back
in the day, like it was pretty innocent. Like for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, I had Facebook in high school. Like, it wasn't, like... I mean, with the exception of, like... I mean, I'm older than your daughter. But, like, with the exception of people being like, fuck you, don't talk to my girlfriend in the hallway. Like, I never dealt with that shit. I know, obviously, it exists because you have an outlet for it. But, like, other than that, it wasn't people out here just, like, spewing hatred and rhetoric towards one another like they are now.
And when I first got on, I saw it as a good way as using it what I thought it was, is... getting in touch with people that you had
networking,
you hadn't seen in, like, I remember,
and it was
a lot of people I went to high school with,
and it was good for that.
It
still is.
There's still people that I don't really, communicate with them on Facebook, like talk to them, but I get their post.
Still alive.
I might, and I found out a few people that I went to high school with died. But I'd interact in some way, like share, maybe.
If I've never been on that shit for real.
I mean, but not like I message her. But it's a nice way to see what people you lost contact with over the years.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I thought. Now, I would have never in my wildest dreams thought we would get our news from social media.
Well, and then, to piggyback on what you were just saying about like the good side of social media back in the day, I think that kind of bred some of the negative side of it as well, in that you utilizing it, or me, any of us utilizing it for that type of purpose, very quickly turned into, oh, I remember I hated Patricia Smith. She was a fucking bitch. What's she up to? She's fat now. She pumped out a bunch of kids and got fat. You deserve it, you bitch. I think that's kind of where it started to.
Well, like anything else, people get involved with it, and we ruin it. That's just human nature.
Yeah, we kind of fuck everything up.
Basically, we're going to get into the. I think once we start talking about the Mayan calendar and what the Mayans thought, what the calendar actually represents, it'll kind of clear this up a little bit. But, there was not an apocalypse. We did not go to hell at midnight on the 21st.
Yeah.
It was basically the same world, same rules, almost just like a downgrade is what it feels like to me. The world became a little less forgiving.
We just skewed.
It was harder for us to make sense of the world. And the question is, was this because of 2012 a shift, or was this because of the introduction? Social media started to gain a stronghold. And I firmly believe we as people, as a society, weren't meant to be friends with thousands upon thousands of people. We are tribal.
We like our small groups.
Our small groups. That's why we've had the racism talk. If it's a different color, I don't like it. I think even if it wasn't, there's always going to be people you don't like.
Yeah.
Now, what you want to base that dislike for, if it wasn't skin color, it's going to be fucking something else.
I know.
It's going to be people outside your tribe.
That's why anytime you see a little kid like coloring in a restaurant, they're like, "No, I don't like that crayon." You're like, "That's a warning sign." That's a hard R coming your way in about 10 years.
We only have the mental bandwidth to deal with so many people at a time.
Yeah.
Not thousands upon thousands upon
Yes, we're as a species, we're only so communal.
Right. I mean, we're communal, but we're not that communal.
Well, in a lot of
that's why cities don't think about cities. Cities are a fucking dumpster fire.
Havoc, depending on the city. I mean, there's some like Singapore where they fucking kill you for dumb shit, but it's the cleanest city in the world allegedly.
Walk down the city streets of any metro area in the world. People look fucking miserable.
Anybody that's not making fucking 250,000 plus a year.
I mean, and the happiest,
and even them,
the happiest motherfuckers probably in the world are the motherfuckers that live out in the boondocks.
Yeah,
with it might be a mile to your next neighbor. They see them.
Yeah, the people on
like
life below zero and shit.
Like West Virginia and some of these other states.
Mountain Mama.
They're friendlier because they don't see as many people.
As long as you're white.
No, that's not true.
I did. Well, I mean, that's not just a West Virginia thing, but I did just watch a documentary where like this dude went somewhere in West Virginia, and what was the name of the county? It sounded like a hick ass county. I forget what it was. And they were like, if you go up down that way, don't go down there. He's like, oh, they're very racist down there. And he was like, a handful of years ago, 2 black boys went up there. One of them didn't make it back. I was like, holy shit.
All right, let's talk.
I wish I could remember the name of the county. It literally sounds like that kind of place.
Let's dive into the Mayan calendar. The Mayan civilizations did not predict an apocalypse. They tracked time using massive cycles. The Long Count calendar simply completed a 13 baktun cycle on December 21st, 2000. It was an end.
Yes. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Because there's been multiple. I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
Am I pronouncing that baktun?
It's a dead language. Who gives a shit?
A baktun is a large unit of time used in the ancient Mayan civilization, long count calendar, like I just said, equals about 394 years. When people talk about December 12 or December 21st, 2012, they're referring to the completion of the 13th baktun, a full cycle in the long count calendar totaling roughly about 5,125 years.
Yeah, because it wasn't just the Mayans either. I think the Aztecs kind of had the same thing, because they had like an end of days thing, or there was like this idea that there was an end of days thing with the Aztec calendars, and they were like, no, that's the end of this period. We can tell you about the last 4 of our ancestors.
Right.
They're documented before, the Spanish came and just burned all of that, as people do.
Yeah, the Mayans never intended it to mean a stoppage of time.
No, it was a continuation of time. It was just a continuation of time into another, not realm, but like another section.
Another, almost like astrology, almost. I believe technically now we're in the age of the Aquarius now. I think
this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
I don't think we're quite. I think we're right there, or maybe we are now. I know, but almost like
find
that.
Out.
It was just a completion of a cycle. Something moved on. It was not a prophecy of doom. No warnings were carved in stone. Oh boy,
what?
No, where was that? Oh, no warnings were carved in stone. It was just basically a rollover, a reset.
Yeah.
Kind of like going from
BC to AD.
Or going from 2025 to January 1st.
Wow.
What?
I'm Googling, are we in the age of Aquarius? And the first thing that popped up when I said, it said, are we in the 21st century? There's a perfect example of what's wrong with this world. Everybody's just getting fucking dumber. If you don't know the answer to what century we're in, go back to school, dummy.
Right. We apologize if we're experiencing problems and you're not.
Are we fucking dropping again?
Yeah, we just started dropping, but we're going to keep rolling with it. We apologize. I will re-upload this like I did last week.
We are currently in a transition period between the age of Pisces and the age of Aquarius.
Right. That's kind of like what it is. To the Mayans, this was time was secular. It flowed. It was like a big circle, like a clock. It was a circle. Endings were also beginnings. Completion didn't mean annihilation. It just meant transition into the next time.
This is a good thing. I hope this is true. If we're going into the age of Aquarius, this means a shift in consciousness. The age of Aquarius signifies a move toward collective consciousness, unity, humanitarianism, intuition, and individuality. Technology and spiritual growth and transitional phase where we're currently feeling the push-pull of both the Piscean and Aquarian themes and ideals.
Right. Well,
I'm here for it. That sounds fucking great.
What the Mayans probably really thought think less end of world, more of end of an operating system. The problem is modern culture doesn't do cycles well. We do finales.
Yeah.
We're very fatalistic.
Yeah.
So the Mayans, where did it come from? Are we just that depraved and that stupid that we automatically, the Mayan calendar comes to an end?
Well,
what the fuck? It's over.
Well, where does the idea that everything ends?
Who was the first asshole that claimed it? That's what I want.
I don't know, especially because I've always said, and I kind of stand by, as archaic as it might sound, whoever was in charge of the calendar didn't chisel December 22nd, 2012 because his family got murdered and set ablaze by the Spaniards.
Maybe they sacrificed him.
Dude, the potential numbers on that shit for the different Mayans and Aztec is like hundreds of thousands and the
Mayans or the Aztec that had basically soccer with heads?
Aztecs.
Was it Aztecs?
Yeah.
That had played soccer with
I think
the heads of I guess
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, nice.
It was a flex. It was like soccer and basketball mixed together. No, I saw in the book I'm reading, theoretically from what they've read at any given time during these ceremonies, the big ones, they were sacrificing a person like every 10 seconds for like 24 hours.
It's a busy hangman.
Yeah. No, like cutting their fucking
Wow,
hearts out of their chest and shit while they're still alive. Like, and like letting the blood run down the I guess technically probably a pyramid.
Right.
It's pretty nuts. And then allegedly that's when, you know, the Veracocha come in and they told them, like, do not do this. Do not hurt each other. Think in solidarity instead of singularity.
Ooh, nice.
And think of yourselves as a community and not one person or this person. Which actually goes across all of these cultures for the most part. It just goes by a different name. They all came by sea. They were all fair-skinned, long-haired, bearded men that wore tunics or cloaks. These were all the not originating gods, but those who brought civilization to, like, the Aztecs, the Mayans. I don't know about the Incas, but apparently you just change the name and they have basically the same fucking story for all that.
Basically, the moral of the story is, motherfuckers, the Mayans didn't predict shit. They just said it's moving on to the next.
If they knew how to predict the end of the world, don't you think somebody would have been like, hey, let's not trust those guys in those silver hats.
Yes.
They have boomsticks. I don't think this is going to go well for us.
Now, let's get to the weird part of this shit.
Oh.
The world's most powerful machine.
Oh, the Hadron Collider?
Yes. Was CERN...
Hadron?
Was CERN just bad timing? Or did it play a role in all this? Maybe all this worked together. Maybe the Mayans knew we were going to build a big fucking tube and crash shit together. At the same time the Mayan calendar was approaching its reset point, modern science was doing something unprecedented. CERN was pushing the Large Hadron Collider to record energy levels. What does this actually mean? I don't know because I'm an idiot. The goal of the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC, as the hip...
The young cats and cool kittens.
Well, it was to reach energy levels high enough to probe the fundamental structures of reality, not just atoms, but force, the particulars beneath them.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. So,
that thing's terrifying.
Basically what CERN did and what this Hadron Collider did, it accelerated protons over 99.9999999% the speed of light.
That's so scary.
That's fast. These particles are guided around a 17-mile underground ring beneath France and Switzerland. The border, basically. Each test runs were cautious or continuous, but over time, CERN steadily pushed the collider closer and closer to its design limits, which that's what people do. Let's go, just like Maverick in that fucking new plane. Just a little bit more. That's what we do.
No, that's so scary, dude. Do you know how fast that is?
Yes.
That's over 185,000 miles per second is the speed of light.
Now, this sounds like a big fucking number. I have no idea what it means. Maybe you can tell me. But they were pushing this so close to its design limits, it was reaching trillions of electron volts, TeV, per collisions. How much energy is that? Give me a comparison. Basically, their goal was to recreate conditions similar to the early universe. Short answers to this fundamental questions including why particles have mass, whether extra dimensions exist, how fundamental forces unify, what dark matter might actually be.
Okay, shit. I'm trying to find a conversion that makes sense because it does not directly convert into watts, which would be the easiest one. Right. Go on, I'm listening.
Okay, so why did this raise eyebrows outside the science world?
Damn it.
While physicists viewed this energy increase as controlled and incremental, to the public it sounded like humans deliberately recreating cosmic conditions that might not turn out very good for us. Experiments operating at scale never before achieved here on Earth. Scientists quickly acknowledge unknown outcomes, even if they were only theoretical. Basically, let's crash these two fucking things together at a high speed and see what happens. What's going to happen? We don't fucking know. We'll find out.
Okay, we'll do a little rundown real quick. Fuck off. An electron volt is a unit of energy equal to about 1.602 times 10 to the negative 19th power joules. Joules. Representing the
singer
energy.
with bad teeth?
Yes.
Okay.
Representing the energy an electron gains moving through a 1 volt potential difference. Is widely used in atomic. 1 volt it can't be fucking converted into that. Voltage versus energy. An electron moving through 1 million volts gains 1. Okay, so an electron moving through 1 million volts of resistance, don't quote me on this exactly, gains 1 electron volt, give-ish, kinda, of energy.
Still, I'm confused. I don't know. But anyway, okay. But there was a point with the CERN where things got a little funky and people lost their ever-loving minds. Before the CERN went live, scientists openly discussed theoretical possibilities. Under certain speculative models, microscopic black holes might form during these collisions. They were quick to add they would be very tiny, they would evaporate very quickly or instantly if not. They would be harmless. But the public stopped listening right after they heard the word black holes.
Racist.
Well, I mean, according to everything we learned up to this point, black holes are bad.
White holes, they're okay.
I mean,
black holes, they steal your bike.
If science fiction movies have taught us anything, is that black holes suck
you,
everything
man.
in.
You just said you just ate up the next week of my life.
What?
I'm going to deep dive into this electron volt thing. It's inevitable. It's going to happen now.
You're welcome.
But it doesn't fucking convert into anything. Like, not directly. Except joules, technically.
Ask ChatGPT.
And, what is it, like kilowatt joules per mole? God damn it.
But
I'm going to be a fucking electrician by the time we do another episode. Watch.
But when people heard the phrase black holes, they said, oh shit, things are going to get hairy.
My wife.
There goes the neighborhood. But this is where things started to take the conspiratorial turn.
No, never that.
When the world didn't end in a fire, disaster, or be sucked in on itself.
When it didn't, Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, basically the
there
black
was not
hole.
a firefight.
If it, I did it really. Do we have confirmation that black holes do actually
exist?
Or no?
Oh,
a small black hole, microscopic black hole, was created when they collide these.
Oh, allegedly. Because allegedly, not only were they created by the Hadron Collider, there were scientists that were enveloped into them.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do
like
that.
Allegedly they have one.
They have what?
They have encapsulated a black hole.
Isn't that
and the story is that at least one scientist ended up in the black hole, never to be heard of again.
Isn't that the plot line of Angels and Demons?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But like allegedly there's some truth to it. Very allegedly, and also allegedly the people still in charge of that lab or whatever you want to call it, it's like will insert supplies into it just in case that person is somewhere still alive and that reaches them.
No, you're fucking.
Dude, no, I'm not kidding. I don't know. It's probably like, I'm not saying it's true by any means, But allegedly, there is a theory out there that happened or is currently happening.
Okay, okay, we'll go with that.
But I don't believe it because I don't understand the. Granted, I'm no scientist myself, armchair scientist, if you will. But I don't see us having the technology to create something that can contain something with such an enormous level of potential power as a fucking black hole.
I don't argue that you're wrong. I will not argue that you're wrong, I should say. But bottom line, black hole didn't destroy the Earth, but could it, the conspiracy theorists basically say, could it have distorted the space-time? Maybe it nudged our reality slightly sideways into another reality, combining it or crushing it or cause some kind of subtle shift in the timelines.
Holy shit.
Oh, what? Talk to me. Don't holy shit me.
I'm just like, I was thinking about like the theoretical science behind containing a black hole. The Milky Way's central black hole,
I believe all galaxies have a black hole at the center.
Sagittarius A, what's up? Is roughly 4 million solar masses in density. So the density of the black hole Sagittarius A at the center of the Milky Way, or its central black hole, is 4 million times the mass of the sun.
Damn.
They're ranging from about 3 to theoretically across the universe. They range from about 3 to over 40 billion times the mass of the sun. That's so scary.
Okay, we're going to talk about the timeline shift in a minute. But before we do that, let's do a little rant here. Have you heard the latest what's going to happen this year? Have you heard about...
Like 2026?
Yeah.
No.
A big event that's going to happen?
No.
Making its way around on TikTok, I believe.
I'm not in that fucking realm of TikTok.
According to NASA.
What? According to NASA? Actually according to NASA?
The theory is, I believe it's, August 6th or 12th? I can't remember which one. The Earth is going to lose gravity for 7 seconds.
Sick. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, is this a polar switch?
No, apparently they're a black holes, and this is why we're going, I'm segueing.
The black hole's going to steal our gravity.
No, apparently there's black hole pulses that come out of them.
Okay.
And we are going to be at an intersection of two black hole pulses coming together and right at us, and it's going to cause us to lose gravity for 7 seconds.
I might be reaching too far into this bag of tricks for you, but that's not me insulting you at all. No, does that have something to do with, is there like a crossing over or a culmination of like antimatter? Is that what they say is going to cause it, or gray matter?
I was going to say these two pulses, when they collide right on us, basically, it's going to flip things up a little bit, and we're going to lose gravity for 7 seconds, and then it's going to come right back.
That'd be pretty cool.
Apparently,
how much gravity are we going to lose?
0.
Are we going to have negative gravity? Like, are we just going to... if we go up real fast, 7 seconds is enough that everybody's dead.
That's kind of what they're saying, I believe. We might have to research it. We'll look into this and have an update in a future episode.
So what do you do? Do you fucking... Does everybody in the world have to werewolf shackle themselves into their basement for 7 seconds? Close the door before it falls.
Here's what I want. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to find out when it is, at 6th or 12th. I can't remember which one it was. At about what time.
I'm a big boy. If my vertical reaches over 2.5 inches, then there's no gravity.
We're going to be live. I'm going to be live.
I'm talking, I can fully like recoil my legs and jump as hard as I can, and I could probably still tippy-toe the ground.
I want to go live.
Well, that'd be some shit if we're just like this stupid. Oh, fuck. It's real. Fuck.
Oh, also,
maybe that's how we'll find Bigfoot and shit.
Did you hear?
Bigfoot's just floating above the trees. They're like, got him.
Found him.
How are we going to catch him? He's got to come down eventually, and it's going to hurt.
Here's how far we don't give a shit about shit anymore.
I had no idea about this.
I just heard this actual news yesterday or tomorrow.
Was it
yesterday or
bulletin?
today.
Was it given to you
No,
as a small child in
apparently
a derby
we're
cap?
going back to the moon late in March.
Who cares?
Never heard of it. We're not going to land on it, but apparently we're sending that new Ares
Unmanned,
ship.
I'm assuming,
No, if I'm not mistaken,
to the dark side of the moon.
to orbit the Earth
Pink Floyd's
and
gonna
come
be
back.
pissed.
Apparently we're going back, and nobody's talking about it.
Pink Floyd's gonna be pissed. They better listen to that album when they do it. They better be floating around the moon.
All right, let's talk about how the world.
Because that's probably how it's gonna happen. Oh, maybe they'll see those massive structures that are allegedly on the other side, the dark side of the moon.
Maybe. I hope so.
That's what was told to Chris Bledsoe,
actually.
by his friend in the government. He asked about the far side of the moon, and he said, I can't tell you, but I can't tell you exactly what we found, but I can say structures, large ones.
I still say the moon is a ship.
Like a Death Star?
Yes.
It does have the little circle thing.
Does. It does. I
You
think
have the little belly button.
maybe Darth Vader's on the dark side of the moon.
I can't believe I made it like into my 20s, I think, damn near, before I like could see the man in the moon. Then I was like, oh shit, yeah. It does look like a face.
All right.
Good movie, by the way. Have you ever seen Man in the Moon?
Is that the Jim Carrey?
No.
What isn't that the what's his name? Where he portrayed
The Truman Show?
No.
Oh, wait. Yeah, am I thinking of something? What's the one with the fucking, who is it, like Julia Stiles or Reese Witherspoon or some shit? Plays like this little southern girl and like
Sweet Home Alabama?
falls in love with like the boy next door that works the farm, and he falls off and gets run over by the plow. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm getting deja vu right now.
All right. Anyway, let's talk about the soft apocalypse. The world didn't end, but maybe
Soft apocalypse.
Yeah, maybe the timeline just shifted a little bit. Now, according to this model, the original timeline ended.
Yeah, Man in the Moon.
Okay.
Starring Reese Witherspoon, Jason London, Emily Warfield, Sam Watterson, a bunch of other fucking people I don't know.
Sweet.
You never seen Man in the Moon?
No, never have.
I remember watching it as a kid.
Okay. Anyway, basically, this theory of the soft
That's not
apocalypse.
confusing. The Jim Carrey one's Man on the Moon.
That's what it was.
Not to be confused with the stellarly amazing theatrical excellence of Man in the Moon, starring Reese Witherspoon.
Okay, the soft apocalypse. The original timeline did not end. It more or less
Don't yell at
destabilized.
me.
Consciousness carried forward into a neighboring stream, basically.
Does this fall under string theory?
It might, I don't know. We didn't notice because it continued. It continued and it seemed preserved. It just happened. There we go. Think less sci-fi portal, more cosmic autosave.
Okay.
The game didn't crash. It just reloaded.
We reached a checkpoint.
Maybe. Supporters argue that the timeline has a lower cohesion. Basically,
No.
they're describing how a world where things hold together, as well as they used. They don't hold together as well as they used to.
Fucking internet.
The system decays a little bit faster. The truth fractures more easily. Extremes dominate discourse, which is very familiar if you're.
Yeah.
That's kind of how things are going right now. Where was I at? Oh, here we go. It's not that everything broke overnight. It's that nothing quite locks into place anymore. Institutions still exist. They just don't feel anchored. We're just kind of floating in the wind.
Why are you yelling at us?
Time to piss off. Shut up. The
He's just standing there.
government still functions, but policies feel reactive instead of directional.
Yeah.
Rules change, reverse, or contradict each other in short cycles, which pretty much they do. Nobody seems confident anything will hold together longer than a few news cycles.
Yeah.
It's fucking sounding about right, motherfuckers. The truth feels provisional. Facts are debated, not interpreted. There's no interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
They're just debated.
Yeah.
Multiple officials' explanations can coexist without resolution. Think COVID.
Yes.
Corrections don't restore trust. They create even more confusion. Think of the UAP. Is that what they're doing? God damn. I'll be right back.
He's just standing there looking at me.
Hey, fuck it. Shut the fuck up. Go lay down. I'll beat your ass.
He could take you. He just keeps going over to his food bowl, and I know for a fact he ate right before we did this.
He's just a brick. Where was I at? Let's see here. Things shift a lot faster than what they used to.
100%.
Yesterday's normals become today's problems without transition. Think about cancel culture. It's always been like this, but it seems like
Everybody's so reactive.
But it seems like things are changing much faster. Now, here's a question, though. Is that because of technology, we are forced to navigate these waters a lot quicker than we did before? Or like how we talk about what's a good example without getting us in trouble? Homosexuality.
Gays.
Think about how long it took for that to be the norm.
Gay.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember.
Which it's fine.
It's fine.
Be gay as fuck. I don't care.
But I remember in the 80s, 90s.
Yeah. It was very taboo.
Very taboo. And then it became normal. And since, this is going to sound horrible and I don't mean it this way, but since that's became normal, things have just went boom, boom, boom. Now we have the alphabet soup.
Yeah. Which again is fine.
It's whatever you want to do.
But it did
but it seems
it did escalate quickly.
Much quicker than because if I was
which in a lot of ways probably does have a lot to do with social media, because you're able to correspond with people, which that is a good thing at its core.
But if I was gay at my age,
come on now,
I would be pissed as a motherfucker. I fought for fucking 30, 40 years.
I say the same thing about a lot of feminists now, like women, a lot of people that claim feminism. I'm like, dude, a feminist 60 years ago would beat your ass just for saying the shit that you've been saying. Like,
I mean,
they'd be like, that's what you're worried about, you fucking idiot. Like, and don't get me wrong, feminism's good,
but
women should be equal.
Is it really?
I mean, at its core, yeah. Like women always should have had the right to vote. They should not get paid less.
I will go to my grave saying this, and feminists are gonna.
Women should be paid less.
No.
Quote, Phil, 2026.
No. Women run the fucking world.
Yeah, Beyonce.
They have the vagina. They have all the fucking power.
Yeah, but I don't think that's their point.
I'm just saying.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that is not the mountain they're dying on.
You have all the power. Ladies, use it. Slut it up a little bit. You want anything in this world. Think about this. And
theoretically.
Answer this honestly. If a woman asks you for something, when's the best time to ask you? Right before you come to it.
I don't know. It depends on what it is.
I'm
pretty easy with shit like that.
If
like,
you want me to buy you a fucking new car, like say
it's like everybody's like, people bitch about like, oh, I had to go to the store for my wife. I'm like, I welcome the invitation to have to go to the store, because that allows me to also buy shit that I probably don't need or shouldn't eat, and I want to do that.
Like this, for example, say if my significant other wants a dog.
What's his name?
Fuck off. Wants a dog.
You said you were gay in this fucking
no,
situation.
Not in this.
So you're straight again?
I'm straight again.
Oh, okay.
If
You're gender fluid, or you're sexuality fluid.
Is that what it? I don't know. I'm sexually deprived. Does that
sometimes
count?
You're gay, sometimes you're straight. Sometimes maybe gay, sometimes maybe straight.
Hey, I'm to the point now where my life would be a lot less complicated if I was gay.
Just be gay. We've already talked about this. At least one of our neighbors probably thinks that we're a gay couple.
Probably. Fuck them.
Oh, I don't know. We've both had ladies here of the night.
But anyway, getting back to if say I'm my significant other,
Craig,
wants to buy a dog, and I do not want another dog because
is the dog gay?
No, drop gay.
Okay.
As the listeners have heard, the dog fucking barking. I'm pissed off at him now. I do not want another dog.
I know, and where is he now? He's laid the fuck out of sleep. He's just, that dog's a dickhead.
But say my significant other wants another dog. My answer is going to be no. However, in the throes of passion, right before climax,
the throes of passion,
if she says, "Can we get another dog?" I'm going to say yes.
Anybody that's watching this, we will re-upload it. I just realized how fucked it is when I looked at my phone.
I might say it might be, oh, yes, but it's going to be yes. And guess what? That hooker's getting the fucking dog.
Like, you don't need another dog. I got a dachshund right here for you. Check out my wiener.
But I'm just saying, so women, you have the fucking power. Just use it. Exploit that shit. I don't give a fuck.
From a real standpoint, I would disagree.
Oh no, they have the fucking.
No, in that, like, I 100% could see why they're like, that's not how we want it. That's fair, but it's still a potential.
Trust me, if everybody wanted my penis, I'd use that power. Nobody wants it, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you're going backwards with that.
I'm just saying. Women can get a man to do whatever they fucking want.
But that being said, women should be paid equally.
I say
everybody should be fucking paid equally for the job they're doing. That's not even a sex thing. Unless they're Mexican.
Fuck off. Anyway, okay, enough of it. Where was I?
Kidding. I love my Me encanta mis mexicanos.
Okay.
I wish I had a fucking mariachi band timed right now.
Here's where the system kind of seems like it's all wacky. In today's world.
No way.
Two people can watch the exact same event, read the same data, walk away from it,
and be completely
on the other side of the fence.
Extreme different sides of the coin.
Right. And because it seems like facts now do not settle the debate.
No.
They just basically, it spirals.
They just piss somebody off, and then that person gets more pissed off, and then they tweet about it, and then they piss more people off.
It sparks it into another debate about another topic. They may not have anything to do with it. The rules change so quickly, we can't keep up.
Yeah.
Policies reverse themselves on a daily basis, it seems like. Guidelines feel more provisional instead of stable now. I mean, like YouTube, for instance. God only knows what you can and cannot say anymore. And it changes from day to day.
It doesn't stop us anyway.
Yeah, if they keep showing ads on our shit and not giving us a piece of it, I'm going to be pissed.
Are they still doing that?
I watched something of ours the other day.
Those sons of bitches.
And I saw a fucking ad. I was like, where's my fucking 3/4 of a penny? Give me that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's crazy that they're literally just putting ads on people's shit.
They ain't saying, we don't have enough followers or watch time to fucking get paid for it. Fuck.
Yeah, like we can't monetize our own shit, but YouTube can monetize it for themselves.
Yeah, well, it's their business. They can do what they want, I guess. Anyway.
Run by a woman.
Not anymore, I don't think.
I don't know. I didn't know that it ever was, if we're being honest.
But major events today rarely have time to even sit and register before something else happens.
Yeah, nobody thinks about shit. They're just like, I'm angry, and they go after everybody.
Right. Like the assassination attempts, what's happened over the past
Everybody's just little Tasmanian devils.
The next news cycle is so fucking quick. Whether, like the Charlie Kirk incident.
R.I.P.
That was big news for what? 48, 72 hours.
Yeah, and then everybody
we just moved on to something else.
Yeah,
and the only people who are sticking to are the conspiracy theories.
never butthurt about her husband getting killed because it was always the plan.
I heard she was possessed by a demon.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know.
interesting.
That'd make for a good story.
Definitely making good money off this run now.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I'm not trying to be shitty. I mean, turn a negative into a positive.
Let's talk about. I think we're coming. How much more?
We're cummed.
Where did I? Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. The Mandela effect. People really push this when talking about how maybe with this soft apocalypse we've shifted.
Yeah, we did a whole episode on it, I think.
I know I have. I don't know if we.
I think we did.
Then this third time we talked about
Or at least we've touched on it.
We never touched on it. But the Mandela effect.
Epstein and small children.
Show possible glitch in the system. Basically, this is where this is where this theory gets a little bit personal because I think everybody on the planet has experienced the Mandela effect to a certain extent.
Yeah, the fucking Shazam thing for me.
Is that the
movie?
What's his name? Sinbad?
Yeah.
Yeah. I swear to God, I've seen a movie called with Sinbad. He played a genie or whatever, a genie.
Oh, I think we're down. Oh, well. Well, because everybody's like, well, it was Kazam. I was like, no, I remember Kazam with Shaq.
Yeah, I remember Shazam with Shaq, but I remember Shazam with fucking, I remember it. But anyway, basically this is where the easiest way is people remember things differently, kind of like what we just talked about. It got to start with with Nelson Mandela. There are a surprising number of people distinctly remember Mandela dying in prison in the 80s. People who share this memory often say they recall the news coverage of Mandela dying while he was in prison, television broadcasts announcing his death, a funeral or memorial service, global mourning, and political commentary.
See, my thing, I every time that comes up, I'm like, I never had a memory of Nelson Mandela being dead. But I also wasn't forming thoughts in the 80s of anything. I grew up in a time where like everybody's like, yeah, no, of course Nelson Mandela's fucking alive, you idiot. He's in charge. Like,
right, he ran South Africa, which was a big fucking deal.
And then so was the whole thing with the Nelson Mandela thing the fact that people actually thought he is dead?
People remember him dying,
but they didn't think he was dead currently at the time.
This didn't because he died in 2013.
I know
he was already dead when this came around. When the Mandela effect wasn't coined until after his death.
I'm just saying, like, the man led the country, so like it's kind of hard to be like he's fucking dead, man. I'm telling you.
So maybe we did this whole 2012 thing. We did kind of jump the shark, if you will.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I don't know.
We tend to do that. Humanity tends to do
There are
a
lot of things like, what is another one, like the Britney Spears one? I think, is it
what about her?
The one video, the schoolgirl outfit.
Hit Me Baby One More Time?
I distinctly remember her wearing a
skirt?
A plaid skirt, I think it was. But apparently it wasn't. It was black or something stupid. I mean, little things like that. But like I said, Sinbad's that's the one that fucks me up. I distinctly remember it. But anyway, a lot of people talk about movie quotes that just feel wrong. A big one is what?
Darth Vader.
Luke, I'm your father, or whatever it is. But I don't put a lot of thought into movie quotes being wrong because we have horrible fucking memories.
Yeah. I have really good memory with movie quotes, but I've also not seen. I've only seen Star Wars maybe a couple times.
Because apparently it doesn't say Luke, I'm your father. No. Moral compass of that part of the movie to where, yes, Luke, I'm your father kind of thing. He doesn't actually say it, but it's strongly implied and it sets a pivotal part of the movie. So I can see why that is mixed up.
Yeah.
Because doesn't he say something like, search your feelings, John, you know it to be true or something like that? He implies it. So we make that jump and that connection in our brains. That's just our shitty brains.
No, what is it? He didn't.
What's the exact quote?
Didn't Luke say like, you killed my father or some shit like that? And he doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father.
That's what it is. That's right. So
I'm James Earl Jones. I'm your daddy.
So they just add his fucking name to it.
You're half black.
They just add his name to it.
Yeah.
Big fucking deal.
No, I mean, I don't give
and I distinctly remember the bad acting of Mark Hamill going, yeah, and reminiscent of Brad Pitt in Seven. Horrible fucking acting.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Okay, here's one for you. The Monopoly guy. Does he have a monocle, glasses, or nothing at all?
This is probably just bad memory. For some reason, I remember a monocle, but it might not be.
No, he doesn't have any glasses or monocle or nothing.
But I remember the monocle. But
Mr. Moneybags, in case you were wondering.
I mean, that's one that I know I could just be off a little bit. You know? Like the Berenstain Bears and whatever.
Dude, I know people were like, "Oh, well, blah blah blah." I'm like, I say Berenstain, but I honestly couldn't fucking tell you either way. I think I read maybe like one of those books in my childhood. I was too busy reading about dinosaurs and shit.
But the moral of this story is, with the Mandela effect, if we did shift timelines,
we're dumb.
There could be some, and we jumped into ourselves in a parallel universe or whatever, it wouldn't be exactly the same. So it would kind of make sense.
Mm.
But science has proven that we are fucking morons. We don't remember things.
Yeah. And even if we we very often have a skewed memory of said thing.
We have a portion of it, and our brain fills in the blanks.
Yeah. Just like our dreams. Like when you see somebody in your dreams, like you can't see a complete, like falsified, made up human being in your dreams. Even if it doesn't look like somebody, like if it doesn't look just like me, it'll be like the faces in your dreams are made up. Even if they're not somebody you know, their faces are made up of aspects of faces you know. Yeah, allegedly.
Basically, how our memory works is our memory doesn't store recordings. Basically, it reconstructs narratives, and sometimes it fills in the gaps incorrectly.
Our memory is basically like the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Yeah. Like they make money, but they don't really do it properly.
All right, now let's get into the symbolism. This
is the stuff I like about CERN.
Have you reached the thing you wanted to ask or talk about?
What?
I don't know. You said before we started a question you wanted to ask. You said you'd wait till.
Oh, I was gonna see if you were gonna mention the fact that like basically all of the major South and Central American cultures from back in the day had, for lack of a better term, off the top of my head, epochs of time within their. Because that's the significance of the end of their calendar. It's moving into a new epoch.
Now, CERN has
I don't know if that's the right word before I get roasted by somebody. I'm just using that because it feels like it. I think it fits properly.
Right. Now,
like my dick.
CERN has caught some flack for a certain statue.
Yeah. I remember I've looked at it on Google Earth just to double check that it's real. It's real.
Now, the statue is...
It is big as fuck.
Shiva of whatever that is.
Nataraja.
It's
probably Nataraja.
Symbolizing destruction or rebirth.
Yep. Shiva's a bad bitch.
Now, at first glance...
She's blue and shit.
Right. It feels like an odd choice for a cutting-edge physics lab to... place this hooker outside your fucking...
Unless that's exactly what they're doing. Have you seen the pictures of, like, people, like, standing around the fucking Shiva statue?
No, not really.
There's those, too. Yeah. Those exist out there. Are they real? I do not know. I cannot confirm that. But they do exist.
But apparently, they picked this because of the symbolism, and it's very specific. This deity... I guess she's a deity,
mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah. She's a Hindu goddess.
Hindu?
Yeah.
Embodies the cosmic dance that governs the universe. The dance represents several forces happening at once. Creation, the birth of matter and energy, preservation, the order that holds reality together. destruction, the breaking down of old forms, and rebirth, the renewal and transformation.
All while playing that banger song that we've all heard on TikTok. Yeah,
but
I forget what it's called. I looked it up. I was playing it at work, like on repeat, and I was like, "You fucking live in this now."
But to physicists, this is poetic metaphor. To conspiracy theorists, this is eyebrow raising.
It is like I'm not. I play the conspiracy game. I wouldn't really call myself a conspiracy theorist, really. I entertain them, and then I like to look into them. Yeah. But even to somebody who I don't like follow a lot of or subscribe to a lot of conspiracies, but even to me, that's fucking weird. It's a weird deity to choose for that.
I mean, but if you look at what I just spoke, it kind of somewhat makes sense.
Well, considering that you're dealing with the ultimate potential source of some type of power, barring maybe nuclear fission or fusion, whatever, and that's what you choose to have there. And it's like I said, there's literally like they might be fake, but I've seen pictures of like it looks like people like summoning or like praising that fucking deity.
We're going to talk about that next
at CERN.
We're going to talk about that right now.
Suck my dick. I know stuff.
There was apparently a mock ritual incident.
Boom.
In 2006.
It was probably just a bunch of nerds that were like, there's going to be a drone over here today at some point. Let's fuck with them.
I'm assuming this is what you were talking about. In 2016, a prank video showing robed figures staging a ritual on CERN ground poured gasoline on this fire.
Yeah, which it probably is bullshit.
The official explanation, it was a joke. The public interpreted it as confirmation bias on steroids. So it was fake.
Or are we just falling into the fucking the plot that they've chosen because they knew that you would think that?
Okay. A psyop for a psyop?
Yes.
Okay. I say it was fake.
I kind of agree. Because the idea of it is hilarious.
All right.
Like you have a bunch of nerdy scientists, and like for them to think of doing that, that's funny as shit. That's hilarious. For them to be like, I mean, dude, they're already talking all this shit. Let's lean into it a little bit.
Let's talk about the official story and then we'll kind of give our opinions.
Nothing happened.
Basically, the Mayan calendar did not predict shit. It just predicted an end of a time period leading up to the next. Micro black holes would probably evaporate pretty quickly and not cause us any damage. The Earth is bombarded by high energy cosmic energy rays naturally, so we're good.
Yeah.
If space-time damage were possible, it would have already happened.
Yeah.
But would we even know it? That's the question.
I mean, it's the whole thing. Like in theory or on paper, I guess, that's like saying that because that calendar ended is basically saying that like the world, for all intents and purposes, ended between the fucking Pleistocene and the Holocene epochs of the Earth's history, which it didn't. Things changed. And that's the other thing. Like the end of it's the song. It's the end of the world as we know it. To that extreme, or to that it's a word I'm looking for. In that direction, whatever the fuck. Yeah, kinda. That happens every day.
Yeah.
Every decision we make is the end, or not every decision, but a lot of decisions we make on a day-to-day basis are the end of the world, our world as we know it at that time, before we make that decision.
Bottom line is, this conspiracy theory
is
probably
horseshit.
Will not and never will die. And there are a few reasons for this.
Because it's fun to talk about.
People seem to think one proof that this is occurring, or this occurred, is they say time has accelerated.
It do be getting dark really early.
Well, I mean,
and then you want to throw, it's February. That's why.
It seems like days go by quicker, weeks go by quicker, months go by quicker, years.
I mean, but at the same time, that's been true forever.
But here's
all of us were told by the elders in our lives when we were 13, 14, 15, have fun while you can, enjoy it now, because by the time you're going to graduate, and then you're going to blink, and you're going to be fucking 30. And it is true.
I think there's actually a scientific term for it. I don't know it right off the top of my head. But if you think about it like this, when you're younger, time seems to go very, very slow for several reasons. It's, you're waiting to hit milestones. Like you're waiting to go to high school. You're waiting to get your driver's license, and you have to wait these times. And we are impatient creatures, so it seems like it's longer. But another scientific, I think, explanation for this is due to the fact of when you're 7 years old or 10 years old, a day is a bigger portion of your life. But when you're 55 years old, a day is a small, minute portion of your life.
Yeah, it could be subjective time contraction, temporal compression, or tachycenia.
I think tachycenia is what?
Tachycenia, a rare temporary state where a person perceives that everything is moving and happening faster than normal. Subjective time contraction / temporal compression describes the psychological perception that a period of time was shorter than it actually was. So probably that.
Yeah, but my kind of personal thought on this is listen.
Or time dilation, a physics term.
Ooh.
From Einstein, that is the opposite of this. That is the opposite of this concept, time passing differently, but is often referenced in the study of how time perception can be altered by velocity or gravity. It's what happens in August.
Remember what
happens in August when there's no fucking gravity? Are we gonna be 120 by the time we hit the ground?
Maybe. Fuck.
He went up a boy. He came down a man. 7
seconds might feel like 7 years.
7 seconds in heaven? Fucking let's go.
That's a typical lovemaking session for me.
Is that, or it was 7 minutes in heaven, right? The game that people talk about that nobody ever actually fucking played.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thoughts on this and my philosophy. Maybe it's not mine, but it's what I thought. I'm sure somebody else has thought of it. The older you get, time seems to go by much faster. And
that's fucking true.
I think it's because the older you get, your time's starting to become limited. You are closer to death. The closer you get to the end of the book, the faster each page seems to go.
That's true.
I have 20 years less than you.
Almost. It's just the conceptual, like how we conceptualize the reality that is time. Because subconsciously we know that it's running out. That kind of
my hourglass is damn near at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? To where
your sands of time are fleeting.
Yes, I am closer to the dirt nap.
I live in a desert. You live on a mountain.
I mean, so the closer you get to death, the quicker this shit seems to come.
I don't know, because it is true. Like, even if it's just perception, because like it seemed like, and now even looking back on it, it seems like looking back on times, it changes. You know what I mean? Because like when you're a kid, you're like, God, I'm never gonna get out of school. This is gonna be forever, and it feels like it that whole time. And then now looking back on it, like I'm like, oh shit, I can still remember like going to pick up my diploma from my high school, and that was 17 years ago. Like I still remember being a kid and thinking back, being like, man, I wasn't like, you don't get to be a kid for that long. Like all the older people were right when they said, live it the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. I think there's another reason why time seems to be, or I shouldn't say there is another reason.
Because it's an illusion.
Technology has kind of compressed time.
Oh yeah, we are capable of killing time like with zero effort.
Smartphones collapsed.
Smartphone, dumb person.
Social life, we're always interacting. News and entertainment, we get everything on one fucking device basically, and it's right there. All
it's got to do is recognize your face and you're in.
Like I said earlier, before it was a 24-hour news cycle. you had to wait till 6 o'clock the next day to get the next.
Yeah,
news.
now 24 hours, like a country can cease existing in 24 hours.
I mean, an information cycle has been shortened from days to minutes.
If that even. You every time something crazy happens, weather-wise or some shit like that,
Right.
I go straight to Twitter. Because, like, it's or X, whatever the fuck. Like, you'll know. Everything you need that there is to know, you can literally just search flood, hurricane, Florida. I did it for the last big hurricane in Florida. You search it on X, you go to latest, and you can literally just sit there and refresh the page. Right. And every fucking 20 seconds, somebody's posting something. So, like, and in that respect, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. But in this respect, I do agree with you. I do think that these things are a big reason why we're just like, I don't fucking.
And here's the thing. Our brain.
It's fucking Thursday. I thought it was 2024.
Scientists will say our brains did not evolve to handle or cope with this constant stimulation we are experiencing today.
Yeah, no,
And
we're all overstimulated all the time.
It-
And that's why people get overstimulated. I think that's why we have such anxiety issues now.
That is probably why time has also seemed to speed up.
Yeah, because nothing stops now. Everything is constant all the time.
And plus, social media like YouTube and algorithms, they're designed
To keep you there.
keep you there. They're designed to be addictive, and more often than not, they are designed to invoke rage. Essentially, that's why we're so popular. That's why we get all this hate, because people love us.
Could be the slightly insensitive things we say.
Slightly, like
Or
me talking about scientific black holes,
physical
and you
body
making a
condition.
racist joke.
Never once. I love my blacks and my browns.
Now, the funny thing is with this conspiracy theory, you have the science side, you have the conspiracy side. The thing is, there is
They'll never align.
No, there's some overlap.
No, I mean, like, the sides will never come together on shit.
But both.
Oh, that was a hard hiccup. That hurt my sternum. I'm dying.
If you look at it,
That hiccup went by so fast.
if you
'cause
look
I'm
at
so
it
old.
as science explains it one way, conspiracy explains it another way. There is one thing that they agree on: the sense of time accelerating is real. It's just they disagree on why. These people here on the right are not political sides, but the conspiracy side thinks it's because the world changed in 2012. Scientists basically say
That's just how it goes.
the system didn't change, you did. Basically.
And in
And conspiracy,
that regard, I would have to just lean into the scientific side of it.
basically, science says the system didn't change, you did. The conspiracy side says you're the same, the system changed.
So science just looks at all the normal people and they're like, you've changed.
And
You're
here's-
not the same person
me
you were on
being-
December 20th, 2012.
Me being the fence rider that I am, I think I can see both, and I think both are accurate.
Fence is a synonym for dicks.
Yeah. All right.
I had to throw one in there.
So bottom line,
Yeah, I would have to, in that respect, I would have to lean. I feel like anybody in their right mind, I would have to say, has to lean to the science side.
but I think the system did change a little bit with the advent of social media, and we have changed
Yeah.
because we have to adapt to said thing. The change is.
There's also the fact that I have tested this at my job. It might have something to do with the fact that young kids, a portion of them don't even know how to read an analog clock.
Yeah.
So maybe they just have a completely misunderstood idea of how. Because think about it. Think about sitting in class back in the day, and you're sitting there watching the fucking clock because you get the bell rings in a minute, and like you just watch that fucking little red fucker spin, and you're like, I know it's only 60 seconds, and then it's like SpongeBob meme, 3 hours later, and you're still like, it's almost there.
Well, and I think the fact that we're much more stupid than what we ever.
Oh yeah, we're dumb as shit.
That's like, the TikTok thing where if I see one more person, they can't be fake. Nobody can be this stupid. they say a girl, and the video I saw was a girl asking this question. So I'm not implying that girls are stupid, but this video apparently did. She asked, "What time is it?" And the man, I'm assuming her husband, goes, 5:15.
Yeah.
And so she said, "You mean 5:25?" And he goes, "No.
Idiot.
You said 5:15. It's 25.
No,
it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. But a quarter is 25 cents.
That's that new math.
I'm like, no, it's a quarter. It's 25% of.
It's a quarter of 60.
If an hour, you would be right.
If an hour was 100 minutes.
It was 100 minutes.
Yeah.
But an hour is only 60 minutes.
Could you imagine if an hour was 100 minutes? Fuck.
Time wouldn't be slowing down.
That's a movie every hour.
I don't know if that's just a failure of. Because I still use quarter till, quarter half past. I still use that.
Yeah, I say quarter till and shit like that.
Quarter after. I still say.
I don't say like half past. I'll say fucking 5:30, but like I'll say quarter till or quarter after.
And I don't know if that's just we're getting stupider or more stupid or just a failure.
We're definitely getting dumber.
Failure of our educational system. To know it's not a sense, it's a percentage.
Yeah, we as a species are definitely getting dumber.
Yeah. So
because people, and I think that technology has a lot to do with that too. People think that, oh, I've got information coming at me. Boom. But depending on who you are or what you're looking at, I would say at least on a low end, 40% of whatever information is coming at you is absolutely useless and is not going to further your intelligence quotient in any way, shape, or form.
I'm asking ChatGPT a question.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Really leaning into this one, huh?
I want to know when we're going to lose gravity. Okay, it's for 7 seconds on August 12th, 2026, and that NASA knows about this through a thing called Project Anchor. Okay, let me ask, is there a exact time?
It's a pretty idiomatic name for such an event, Project Anchor, and we're going to lose gravity.
So August 12th, so what time exactly? No specific time. Social media.
Oh, so it's just a crapshoot? We've got a 24-hour period where you just got to be fucking ready for it?
Yeah. So we're going live for 24 fucking hours. Take the day off, Travis.
Oh, the claims that Earth will lose gravity for 7 seconds on August 12, 2026 are completely false and constitute a viral hoax. There's no scientific basis for this, and NASA has confirmed that gravity does not switch off. This is exactly where I was coming from. Source. The rumor is originated from a TikTok/Instagram post in late 2025, often citing a fiery by nature user.
Well, guess what? August 12th is a Wednesday. We are going to be fucking live. Take the day off.
Fuck! Like, what if it happens in the middle of us going live? Okay. Scientific reality. Gravity is caused by mass. For Earth to lose gravity, it would have to instantly lose its entire core, mantle, and atmosphere.
Well, what if
Facts. What is actually happening on August 12, 2026, there is a total solar eclipse, a well understood...
Didn't we just have one 2 years ago?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, because I was working thirds and we went out and watched it.
Yeah, because both of us were like, all right, it was pretty cool. Neither of us gave a fuck until we went out there like, oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's all. I remember at work, when I went to work that night, I looked in the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird.
Did it go to night vision?
Yeah, it went pop. Some guys.
It did get weirdly dark. That was what the first thing. When I took the little things off, I was like, oh, shit.
It is dark.
It's night time.
Yeah. All right. So maybe the world's there's not going to lose gravity, but don't piss on
I hope
my
it does.
parade.
I hope. I want it to. I don't know if I want it to. Because 7 seconds is not that much time, but 7 seconds is plenty of time for a lot of shit to go bad with zero gravity. Can you imagine that shit? Just be like, ooh, like have like a toddler running around like car, and just fucking Superman in it.
Well, they say people.
And the next thing you know, you got to fucking
float up in the air, and in 7 seconds, then come crashing back down.
Well, no, because
I wouldn't think.
If there's zero gravity, there would be.
But I don't think
that if there's no gravity, that means that the mass of your body doesn't matter anymore. So theoretically, yeah, there's nothing holding you to the ground at that point.
There would have to be some kind of propulsion up to get you moving in it. Like in Armageddon, when
but as soon as you move, there's going to be propulsion in a direction.
So if you jump up, yes, but if you're walking this way, not necessarily. Just like in Armageddon, when the blonde, hot fucking astronaut is talking to Bear, says, and he's talking, and she's
if I kick you in the balls.
Yes.
Yeah. I see where you're going. But, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, because anti-gravity would be you would just start to float.
Well, that's if gravity still exists, anti-gravity would raise up, but gravity doesn't exist.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't.
So
no, I don't.
But
think
then again,
lose gravity, but it'll be fun to talk about on August 12th on a Wednesday.
I'm gonna look into this.
All
that
right.
and fucking what was the other one? Electron volts.
Oh yeah, the TeV.
Electron volts. Got to look into that one.
Well, that's all I got. I think this is. The world didn't end, obviously.
Hey,
what?
My federal tax return was accepted.
Well, good for you.
Sick.
I don't think the world ended.
I can't wait to use it to pay off my credit cards.
Did we go into an alternate timeline? Maybe.
We go into but that's the thing with all this technology and shit. We're altering timelines every fucking second.
I think ultimately,
it's just how you look at it.
Ultimately, the world or our world changed.
It got weird.
It did get weird. Now, is that because of a certain shift? Maybe the Mayans got it right. It is a transition. We are transitioning.
We're transitioning. We're all trans. We're time trans.
Time trans. There we go. You heard it here first, folks. All right, that's it. We will.
But like kind of.
We will see you next week. Take care. Love one another.
Yeah, stop being fucking.
And love yourself.
Stop being a bunch of emotional, whiny bitches about everything that happens.
Love yourself. Pleasure yourself.
Go jack off. Go make yourself cummed.
And we've cummed
full circle. For those of you that weren't here, we found out cummed is a word.